What is up, guys? It is Royalty Crypto here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the meme coin dog with hat, giving a little bit of an update with the price predictions with this coin and where I expect it to go in the next couple of weeks. A lot has changed since I made my last WIF video about 11 to 12 days ago, but with these meme coins, you really have to expect volatility. And if you can't handle these massive swings up and down, I do not recommend investing in coins like this. But if you can handle these swings, you can end up making massive life-changing gains with these coins. So just a quick overview with WIF. We are currently the 97th most valuable cryptocurrency per market cap. We're sitting at 72 cents, which equates to a $724 million market cap. And our 24-hour trading volume is still very strong, sitting at 180 million. We also have 100% of coins in circulation, so that's definitely a positive with this project. And overall, when you look at the meme coin trading volumes, you can tell that WIF actually has much more trading volume than Floki, SPX, Memecore, which I'm pretty sure is a scam. So this coin really has more attention than some of these that are higher market caps, which gives me reason to believe that this coin could make a very, very nice run in the next couple of months. Let's take a look at the chart briefly here. So yeah, we have had quite a decent pullback over the last 2 weeks or so, but it does seem like we found some nice resistance here at the 70 cents level, which makes sense when you zoom out because we have had periods of time where 70 cents or 68 cents here in particular was actually the short-term bottom, so I could see that happening again. Let's take a look at some different indicators now. So the fear and greed index is sitting at a 43, which is neutral. We did dip to as low as 32 a couple of days ago, which was the lowest we've dipped since these tariff fears in April. So yes, I do think that now is a very reasonable time to buy. You always want to buy into fear and sell into greed. That's the strategy that I personally deploy, and it really helps take all emotions out of trading crypto and really just makes it a much more simple process. So yeah, I do think that now, especially if you don't have a massive position, could be potentially your best time to buy before our next run. The altcoin season index has dipped slightly over the past 24 hours, now back down to 56 out of 100, which essentially means that Bitcoin is gaining strength. And if you've watched Bitcoin over the past couple of days, it has had basically the strongest recovery from these recent bottoms. So this doesn't surprise me whatsoever. I do think in the short term we could continue to dip closer to Bitcoin season because I do expect Bitcoin to have a very nice rally in the next month or so. October is typically a very bullish time for Bitcoin, and I definitely do not think that will be different this time around. And last but not least, the average crypto RSI indicator basically shows that we're sitting in neutral, not oversold, not overbought. However, we are getting closer to oversold yet again. And whenever we are in oversold, I do think that if you buy, you'll win more often than not. So definitely keep your eye on that. This is probably the most important thing in the short term right now, and that is the next couple of FOMC meetings. Our next FOMC meeting is going to be in 28 days and 21 hours. And look at that. What a nice jump. We now have a 97% chance likelihood of another 25 basis point rate cut. Just yesterday, this was like 88%, I believe. So we are just every single day getting more and more likely of a cut. And I do believe that we will start to price this in probably over the next couple of weeks. And the December meeting, we now have a 76% chance of another cut in December. That's basically what this means here. And obviously that would be very, very bullish for crypto and basically all risk-on assets, which is what we need. Okay, and then Bitcoin yet again having another pretty solid day. We did dip just a little bit, back down to 113,300 earlier this morning, but we've had basically a V-shaped recovery since then, as you can see, back up to 114,600. You can also see on the chart here, I went ahead and drew this line in blue. We had if you zoom out, we had a higher low, which is fantastic to see, and yet another reason to believe that Bitcoin can most definitely rally back up to all-time highs and most likely much higher in the next couple of weeks. Ethereum is continuing to have a nice recovery here as well. I do expect Bitcoin will most likely need to run a little bit more before Ethereum can have its time back, but definitely keep your eyes on Ethereum. I do think this is a reasonable place to buy some if you don't have any at the moment. And let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500. So as you can see here on the S&P 500, we are getting very, very close to breaking the all-time highs yet again here. That's a better view there. Yeah, so here's the all-time high that we set a couple of weeks ago. Today we had a fantastic day. We had a fantastic day yesterday. We could definitely see an all-time high on the S&P 500 probably within this week, I would think, as long as we keep this bullish momentum, which is a fantastic sign for crypto markets because if you've been paying attention, crypto is far from its all-time high. Not far from, but it isn't nearly this close. And typically the S&P 500 is a leading indicator for crypto. So this is a very bullish thing to be watching here. And I do believe that this will translate over to the crypto market rather soon. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this video. Stay strong, stay bullish, and yeah, definitely keep your eyes on all these coins. I think things are about to get very exciting here. Please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and have a good rest of your day.